Terrible things that are being thrust upon her and her family, she has risen to that challenge greatly, and I'd like to introduce Sophie Harkat.
So dear friends, family, and supporters, I wish we were here tonight to celebrate the true reasons behind this gathering, which was Mo's 40th birthday party, but unfortunately another slap in the face and another form of injustice. Yet this is not getting us down, so we're here together, standing up and fighting and speaking up. So tonight, my husband, for those of you wondering where he is, he's actually spending the night with my mom on a pre-approved outing at a pre-approved location. And my young niece, who's 9 years old, who was also pre-approved a couple years ago, was so upset by this news that Uncle Mo wasn't attending his own birthday party, that she called and she said, I'm spending the night with him tonight. Thank you all tonight for attending and making this not only a special birthday party, but for making this a political potluck, so that we all come together and make a point and put our foot down and saying, this is ridiculous and we don't accept this. My mother's new partner is here. My mother's ex-partner is here. And the new partner is already caught up in the web of horror, if I may say. And the ex-partner has been kind and very patient. And Louis, we wish you freedom in the coming weeks, or the coming months, or in the coming years, depending on what the court says.
You know, all relationships have stresses and strains. Could you imagine one where the police are parked outside your door every day? Could you imagine one of where, you know, it's the fact that people survive and are as friendly in these circumstances is, I think, an amazing tribute to their character person that's involved. So I'd like to invite Louis to come up forward and say a few words.
I'm the unlucky person who got drawn into the Harkat affair simply by dating Birette Brunette, Sophie Lamarche's mother. During the summer of last year, Birette and I had enough and the split occurred. It was the beginning of October 2007 and I figured in not too distant future to be on my own. Birette found in no time a new, better romantic relationship. She moved on and or out while I was bound to my surety and bondsperson pledge to stay in my house. Thought the situation would be resolved in a hurry. I was totally wrong. I believed in the wisdom and neutrality and wise judgment of the Canadian law. After all, it derived from the English system. My opinion has definitely changed, coming soon to the 1-year anniversary when I said, I cannot carry on like that anymore. The Canadian justice system failed me completely. I honestly thought I did the Christian thing, helping a family in need 5 years ago. Where are my rights of quiet enjoyment of my property, with cameras always in the background recording every move of mine and that of anyone entering my house? Is this all thrown out the window? I want simply my life back. Is that unreasonable? I suffered enough, and I suffer every day while this travesty of justice is going on.
Norm Boxall, who has stepped forward and is being, Sophie tells me, an excellent addition to the Harkat legal team, and I'd like to ask Mr. Boxall to come forward.
I was asked to briefly report on what's going on, and the truth of it is, you all know as much as I do as what's going on next week, and that probably speaks pretty loudly. I know that something's scheduled next week. I know that something's scheduled for 2 weeks. I don't know if it's going to go ahead. I don't know if there are going to be witnesses called. I don't know if there's legal arguments going to take place, and I'm not allowed to ask, and they're not permitted to tell me. So I don't really know what's going on, and so the report that I can give you is really brief. What's going on next week? I don't know.
Francine Dumas from the Rassemblement Outaouais Contre la Guerre. She was there from the beginning. She has been a strong advocate for peace and also for the Harkats and for justice. I'd like to ask her to come forward.
En 2008, au Canada, il y a des gens qui sont détenus sans aucun procès, sans preuve. Puis ça fait partie de la politique américaine à laquelle on adhère totalement, de guerre aux suppo-terroristes pour pouvoir mettre la main et sur l'Irak et sur l'Afghanistan et ces pays-là pour pouvoir contrôler le pétrole et pouvoir avoir des bases militaires. Demain, en français et en anglais, je vais répéter. Prenez le temps d'écrire un article dans le journal. Appelez à la radio. Appelez à la TV. Dénoncez ça. Je veux dire, c'est un événement important. C'est le 40e anniversaire d'un être humain qui est dans notre pays, puis il ne peut pas être là. Je pense qu'il faut faire. I will try to translate a little bit. I will ask everybody tomorrow Take your pen, write a paper, write a note to the paper to denounce that. Call the radio, call the TV. Denounce what is happening. I think it's important. It's his 40th birthday. He's not here. What kind of society do we have?
There's a number of people in this community that we know we can always call and always depend on, and who will always, come through in a manner that just exceeds even our own expectations of the matter. And Joe Wood is one of them from Nowhere Pay.
When I heard that he was not being allowed to come to this birthday party, I felt such rage. I just couldn't believe they could be that low and that mean. And I really feel just the same as Francine, that we've got to try to make a public issue out of this, because not only was it not a political occasion, but like Len says, even if it were, what would the problem be? I mean, this is really ridiculous. I mean, what in the world are they doing other than just harass and trying to wear down the Harcats at every turn?
So I'd like to invite a good friend of the committee, another one of these people we've been able to call on at short notice and who's always come through, Ebert Hoogers.
I don't think that any person that works in for unions representing members over many years ever really retires from the labor movement, and nor do I think do they retire from the social justice movement. And I know that my national union, even though I can't speak officially on behalf of it anymore, would expect me to get up here and explain that my union, the Canadian Union of Postal Workers, has from the beginning been supportive and involved in the struggle against security certificates and in all the other elements of the war on human rights that masquerades as the war on terror.
Recently, Sophie had the opportunity to take the Harcat Committee internationally in a way, and spoke to a conference in London. One of the individuals who really made this possible for her is Mike Larson, and I'd like to ask Mike to come forward.
I'm an editor with the Journal of Prisoners on Prisons as my colleague Justin Pichet, and we had the opportunity last month to bring Sophie to the International Conference on Penal Abolition in London, England, where she spoke adamantly and convincingly to a packed room a couple of times about the injustices that take place in Canada. And we thought it was a very important event for us to put together, because unfortunately still Canada has a reputation internationally as being this bastion of human rights. And when people talk about secret trials, they talk about Guantanamo, even the British system, but the Canadian situation is much lesser known. So we thought it was very important to try and bring that to light and try and make a bit of noise about it internationally with an activist community that was sympathetic to our cause.
A friend of mine, Mary Foster. I wanted to acknowledge that you're here, but I don't know if you wanted to come up and speak or not. See, I know if I do that, that's enough of a pressure that you have to act, right?
It's horrible for the Shakawis, and it's extreme what you guys are going through, and Majoubs and Jabalas, and of course Mr. Hassan Omri is still stuck in prison after all these years. Anyway, I just want to send a message of solidarity from Montreal to say it's really wonderful to see all of you guys here and surrounding the Harcat family and continuing to be strong and to fight this thing. And I'm just hoping that we're going to keep fighting it until one day CBSA comes and says, actually, we're not going to let you go to your birthday party. And we're going to say, actually, he's going to come to his birthday party and we're just going to go right ahead and do it. So let's try to keep building until we get to that point where it's not possible for CBSA to make these arbitrary and despicable acts against someone